In a world where truth eludes us more than fiction, a placid surface of history masks the ripples of secrets beneath. We embark on an investigative journey into the heart of darkness, exploring covert government experiments, a testament to what humanity sacrifices for power and control. The saga unfurls not in fiction, but within our reality's fabric, where whispered experiments form intrigue's foundation. Our mission is singular: uncover the layers of deception, expose networks evading scrutiny, guide through the maze with declassified documents, analyses, and the poignant testimonies of those affected by these trials. As we commence unveiling the shadows, expect revelations that may challenge our understanding. What is the true cost of protection? Join us to discern fact from fabrication, witness history's unmasking, and brace for a journey as enlightening as it is unsettling. Within power's hushed corridors, an unseen history lies, a chronicle of covert operations. Declassified Beginnings beckons us into the vault of what was once concealed, inviting an investigative journey into motivations and machinations of power's echelons. We examine the fine line where morality meets science, the motivations that pushed these boundaries. The opening chapter reveals just the first threads of this clandestine tapestry. As we delve deeper, bear witness to the silent witnesses of these endeavors, and stay with us, for there is much more to reveal. In the shadows of secrecy, brave individuals prefer truth over silence. Segment 2. Whistleblowers' echoes honors their humanity and courage. Defying fear, they confront powerful institutions shaping our trust in governance. Yet, with each revelation, they risk everything. What drives one to take such a stand? Their courage inspires our resolve to question and expose. As their stories resonate, we prepare to delve deeper in the upcoming segment of Expert Insights. Join us as we weave the narratives of these sentinels with the analysis of specialists, guiding us further into the labyrinth of secrets. Expert Insights Segment 3 delves into the nuances of secret experiments through the lens of expertise. Our panel, from diverse disciplines, elucidates the evidence and implications of these trials. We unravel the bureaucratic language, ethical quandaries, and psychological impact, forming a coherent narrative mosaic. We stand before a puzzle, a mosaic of ambition, sanctioned overreach, and trust. Join us through the expert lens as we navigate the narratives, ready ourselves for the following segment on psychological warfare, and confront the human cost of these trials. Psychological warfare illuminates the shadowed corridors of the mind, where warfare is cerebral and the casualties are the human psyche. Exploring this midpoint, we expose manipulation and indoctrination as tools of power, preparing to venture into the ethical complexities that follow. As we unfold ethical dilemmas, Segment 5 explores the moral quandaries of these covert operations. Here, at our narrative's rising action, we bridge psychological intricacies and societal upheaval. These experiments challenge us to consider the balance between safety and individual rights. We weigh the cost of secrecy against human dignity. This web of morality does not stand alone. Its repercussions ripple out, affecting society. Join us as we move towards societal ripples, examining the broader impact of these experiments. In Societal Ripples, we survey the widespread effects of secret operations on public trust. Exposed secrets unsettle the calm waters of public perception. Where skepticism arises, democracy itself faces a trial. We examine the shaping of public perception and the crisis of confidence that ensues. Pause and reflect. How does our understanding of these events shape our future? With anticipation for the upcoming segment on accountability, stay with us as the narrative continues to unfold. Segment 7, the accountability question, dives into the demand for transparency. As we uncover the extent of covert operations, a society clamors for answers. Here, legal and political battles are fought, not just for triumphs, but for the soul of the nation and the enduring pursuit of truth. Our investigation stands at a critical juncture, with hope and skepticism intertwined. The quest for clarity is far from over. Join us as we peel back more layers, seeking to understand the repercussions of secrecy. In Segment 8, Unresolved Mysteries, we confront enigmas that remain as the dust settles. Our journey nears its end, with answers teasing at our grasp. Despite our collective pursuit, the vault of veracity remains partially sealed. Every corner of knowledge harbors shadows, beckoning the persistent. It's a solemn realization. the quest for clarity is unending. This realization doesn't dishearten, it inspires courage for new inquiries. As we conclude this segment, we prepare to reflect on the lasting impact of our findings. Our conclusion, Reflections and Repercussions, solidifies the importance of vigilance and dialogue. Declassified documents, whistleblower testimonies, and psychological depths have broadened our understanding, reiterating the continual demand for truth and accountability. Through this final segment, we consider how these revelations shape our future actions and how history's lessons might guide us. The search for truth is our collective journey. Let a new dialogue begin as this chapter closes, fostering a vigilant and informed society. Segment 10, The Role of Media, scrutinizes the dichotomy of media authority, highlighting its power in revealing truths and the potential for concealment. Journalistic integrity is pivotal in navigating the siren calls of censorship, yet the media can also be complicit in silence. Our narrative underlines that vigilance is key to protecting our right to know. As our journey proceeds, we consider the legacies of the past and their grasp on the present, inviting critical observation and understanding from our audience. In the Cold War context, Segment 11, we return to a bygone time of espionage and suspicion, providing fertile ground for the justification of unsanctioned actions in the name of security. This era set the stage for unchecked experiments that now challenge our ethical standards and historical narrative. As we examine this context, we recognize the consequences of allowing fear to eclipse ethical boundaries, informing how we view past narratives and current discussions. Segment 12, The Human Subjects, offers a sobering perspective from individuals who became unwitting participants in covert experiments. Their stories, woven into the fabric of this series, serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of these clandestine actions. As the narrative unfolds, we are reminded of our duty to account for their suffering and to pursue justice. Their resilience inspires us to continue our quest for transparency and truth. Legal and ethical frameworks, in Segment 13, targets the theoretical and practical pillars supposed to protect against inhuman acts. We uncover the troubling gap between legal drafting and its application. Here, our critical examination of laws and ethics reveals how they can be manipulated, highlighting the stories of those who suffer as a result. As we navigate these frameworks, we grasp the importance of unwavering ethical and legal adherence, guiding us toward closure with a consideration of these principles. Larger impact. Segment 14's international perspective, the global gaze, zooms out to display the international repercussions of America's clandestine operations. The broader landscape of international laws comes into question, prompting reflections on diplomatic and human rights implications. This chapter invites us to become not just conscientious citizens, but global guardians, upholding humanity's most fundamental values as we segue toward the transparency triumphs and struggles in the next segment. Segment 15, The Path to Disclosure, shifts focus to the champions battling secrecy through declassification and transparent practice. It epitomizes the struggle for disclosure and marks a narrative turn in our history. Every fact uncovered by activists is a step toward enlightenment, promising more revelations to come. As disclosure unfolds, we anticipate further questions and continue our unwavering pursuit of the whole truth, reflective of our collective defiance against concealment. Technological Terrors, Chapter 16, confronts us with the alarming intersection of science fiction and reality. In this chapter, we probe the ethical peripheries of technological advancement, evoking worry in the fabric of tomorrow. We grapple with the implications, how new technologies, unchecked by moral compass, pose risks to society. This narrative compels us to question and ensure that human dignity remains at the forefront of progress. Survivors Speak is a testament to the resilience of those affected by covert experiments. It gives voice to survivors, transforming them from victims to truth's champions. This chapter is an intimate journey, setting the stage for reflection on the individual and collective quest for accountability and truth. Empathizing with their stories motivates us to maintain the pursuit of transparency and justice as we move to explore the lingering effects of governance and secrecy. The chapter on the cover-up culture sheds light on the systemic secrecy supporting institutional agendas, revealing the silencing power of misinformation. As we unravel the pervasiveness of this culture, we confront the erosion of public trust and the imperative for revelations that chip away at the entrenchment. The defiance against institutional silence is crucial, spotlighting the need to scrutinize the narratives of those affected. In our final chapter, the overarching message crystallizes. Our duty to maintain public awareness and seek knowledge is paramount. The revelations underscore the necessity for civic engagement and collective stewardship of freedoms. Our journey underscores that eternal vigilance is the lifeblood of liberty. As we conclude, we bear the torch of awareness, vowing to continue the unceasing quest for truth and transparency, and inviting you to join us in maintaining a just and informed society.